Letitia, and this is That's So Letitia. And to all of my new viewers, supporters, subscribers, welcome guys, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy the content. And to all of my returning viewers, supporters, subscribers, welcome back guys. Thank you for your continued support. It's always a pleasure to see you. And without further ado, let's jump right into this video. Of course, Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Mattifying Face Primer. It is the base to all bases for me. I love a good matte face, but something tells me this base is not gonna be quite as matte, and you guys will see why in just a few minutes. So for this look, we are actually going to explore some new products that I bought. I went out to the store and I promised myself that I was only going to get a lip liner. Yeah. About 7 items later, I got a lip liner, but that was not the highlight of my shopping excursion. I picked up some of the highly controversial Juvia's Place blush just because I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. So I'm definitely going to use one of those. That should be fun. I love Juvia's Place. Their products are super pigmented. So I need to see what all of these random TikToks are about. I feel like it's just a lot of misunderstanding about product application and about actually applying product that works best for you. But I don't know, I could be wrong. Like, do any of you guys feel like there is such a thing as a product being too pigmented? I really don't. I honestly feel like it's all in the way that you apply it. So, like I said, we'll see. So, I just applied under my eye the Huda Beauty Faux Filt'r Color Corrector, and this was in the shade Papaya. And then below, to color correct down here, of course, I use Fenty Beauty's Match Stick in Pumpkin. And now what I'm going to apply, this is one of the new products that I bought. This is Halo Glow Liquid Filter by e.l.f. Cosmetics. It states Glow Booster for Radiant Skin, which is the complete opposite of matte, but that's okay. So this product indicates that it is infused with hyaluronic acid. We love hyaluronic acid. It's a glow booster that creates a skin enhancing soft focus effect for effortless radiance. It's the only filter you will ever need. It says you can customize your glow with this product. You can use it either under makeup or under foundation, on top of foundation. You can even use it alone. So this might be good for the hot months, for like the summer months. If you're wanting a bit of coverage, you want that glow, radiance, but it's like too warm to do a full face or to put on foundation, maybe this could be a doable alternative. So the shade I got for this product is 610 Deep, and just now opening it, it has a rather large exaggerated doe's foot, which is pretty cool. So let me put some first on the back of my hand. It's very, very thin. That I will say, it's very thin. Okay, so it's kind of giving skin tint. So since I've color corrected, I'm not going to use this. As they state, you know, you could use it by itself. I'm just gonna put a few drops in various places and see if it gives me any of the effect that they're speaking of, the soft blur. So we'll see. And then maybe in another video, I'll use it by itself. But if this is like an enhancer, then that's pretty cool also. I love a good multi-purpose product. Yeah, but this is definitely giving me skin tint. And I'm going to take my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush and just kind of pat that in. And there is some coverage there. That's pretty neat. It does say you can apply it just kind of like freely. You can freehand where you apply it. So that's why I just kind of dabbled it all over. And it's not like a glow from like a glitter or shimmer. I feel like I don't even really need that much foundation. But the foundation I'm going to use, it's by Makeup Forever. This is their Reboot foundation, and mine's is shade Y503. I'm going to apply this rather lightly this time, especially after using the e.l.f. product. I don't really feel like I need to put on too much foundation. For concealers, I'm going to use Fenty Beauty We're Even concealer, and this one is in shade 410W. Now, if you guys remember from any of my previous videos where I used this same concealer, I only use it under my eyes. I don't use it for like my nose or, any place else, just because of the skincare claims that this one has. I want to reserve all the product for my under eye area. And the second concealer, it's by Juvia's Place. I Am Magic concealer in shade number 11. This is one of the goats of concealers to me. As I state all the time, it does what you need it to do. We don't need all of the hoopla. Sometimes it's just good to say, I use this product because it works. Like, what does it do? It says it's a concealer. What does it do? It conceals. That is it. And for my brow, I'm going to use Danessa Myricks Defining Neutrals Groundwork palette, and the shade I'm going to use is Bark, this dark brown pomade here, and I'm going to apply it using a Morphe M165 brush. Now I'm just going to take a damp beauty sponge and blend in the concealers. Okay, and since I'm going to use a liquid blush, I'm going to apply it first before I do my setting powder. So the blush I'm going to use, it is a Juvia's Place blush, and this one is, let's see, Marigold. This one is a beautiful shade as well. I was looking for a few others, but they were out of stock. Thank goodness I did swatch the samples that they had, or the testers that they had, so I can, put an order in in confidence and know that I'm going to get the product that I wanted because I was able, you know, to test it in store. Okay, so we have the one dot, right? Not that hard, not that hard at all. So I'm going to blend it out using a Eco Tools blush brush. Not that hard at all. Less is more, and then you can always build up. So that's one dot on that side. If you want to go subtle, then I'm just going to do the same on this side. And because I live for a good blush, I'm going to go back in with another one dot. And now I'm going to set the concealers using Huda Beauty's Easy Bake Loose Setting Powder. This one is in the shade Kunafa. And I'm going to use my damp beauty sponge. Yeah, I don't know. Applying that blush to me, honestly, especially after looking at those videos of people that just look super devastated, you know, it felt like a trend. I don't know if there was like some product that was left on, you know, people's brushes that they maybe were not sharing, but it sheared out great for me. And I mean, you guys saw I even had to apply a second dot to get the intensity that I was looking for. And even still, it's not like it's super out there. It's not like it's very, very, you know, vibrant. I don't know. I just feel like those videos were good to, you know, actually promote the product. Thank you guys. It was good to sell out the product. Thank you guys. But I don't know, I feel like some of those videos were exaggerated and I could be wrong. And on top of that, I'm going to apply also by Huda Beauty. This is the Easy Bake and Snatch Pressed Powder, also in the shade Kunafa. This one here. I'm going to apply it using a little puff. And this is the pressed powder that means business. When it says pressed powder, you apply it, it's not budging. It's not going anywhere. I love this stuff. And then Too Faced Born This Way Multipurpose Pressed Powder in the shade Chai is pretty much what I use to just set everything. And I'm going to apply it using a e.l.f. pointed powder brush. Just kind of go over the entire face with a very light layer of pressed powder. And it's in the same shade as my Too Faced foundation shade, just because this is to set everything. And now to set the blush, I'm going to use by Juvia's Place. This is their Duo Blush Set. This one is volume 1. And this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to use the same blush brush, going in very lightly, and I'm going to combine both blushes, dust excess off on my hand. Just apply a light layer. And lastly, for my base, for bronzer, I'm going to use I Heart Revolution Coffee Bronzer in the shade Mocha. And now for my eyes, I'm going to use by Pat McGrath. This is the Mothership palette, Divine Rose 2. I'm going to first this shade here, very, very, very lightly. I live for a good Pat McGrath palette, but all of her shades are pigmented to the max, to the point where you almost have to use a secondary palette to get a transition shade, because all of her shades, when you put them on, it is exactly what it is. Like, there's no room for interpretation. It's the color it says it is, and it's going to be very bold. So I'm going to apply that shade using a Morphe M504 brush. Pretty much up by the brow bone for this one. And now I'm going to use this shade here towards the back portion of my eye. Blending it a little bit, not too much, because I wanted to stay concentrated in that area. And now I'm going to take a T64 brush by the Makeup Shack, and I'm going to apply this shade here. Again, very lightly. We really just want a wash of color. I'm going to apply that towards the front portion of my eye. Because I live for a good shimmer, I'm going to use my Morphe 224, apply some setting spray, and I'm going to take this shade here and apply that to the front portion of my eye. And now I'm just using the iridescent shade, which is this one here, and I'm putting it on top of the first shimmer shade just to give it a little bit more dimension. And for my under eye area, I'm gonna go a bit dramatic. I'm going to use a royal blue liner. This is by Juvia's Place. This is the most vibrant blue eyeliner I have yet to use. This liner is insanely Pigmented. It's very bright. Like y'all see how blue that is? Oh, so beautiful. I love using this for looks where you would not expect somebody to use a blue liner. Like, you know, it just doesn't particularly go well with the shadow, but it does because it's so beautiful and it's so vibrant. And now I'm going to smudge it out just a tad. Let me see, where is my smudge brush? Perfect, got it. Smudge brush. This is by Eco Tools. Just going to and I'm going to use a little bit of this brown on the smudge brush. This way, as I am smudging it out, I'm also applying another layer of shadow. And now moving on to lip, I'm going to use two new lip products. These are by Tilbury, and we have a lip cheat lip crayon. It says to reshape and resize lip liner. This is in the shade 80s pink. And to accompany that, we have Tilbury Kissing Falling from the Lipstick Tree. This is a new lip color, and this one is in Rose to Fame. So I'm first going to apply the liner. Now we have the lipstick itself, and looking on the little box, it's actually stating to apply the lipstick with a brush. That is interesting, but we are going to follow the instructions, and this is what the lip color looks like. I'm going to use a Morphe M705 for the lipstick application. I'm not quite sure why they're suggesting to apply it using a brush, unless, you know, you're like a working artist and you're using the same lip bullet on multiple people. All right, guys, I can't do the brush. Just gonna go in and apply the actual lip color. Now, I will say, it is in the mauve family. I cannot seem to get out of mauve toned lip products. I've been trying, y'all, but mauve just has a handle on me this season. So I'm going to try and add some dimension to this lip, and then I'm going to use a lighter toned lippy. This is by Origins, and it's titled Nectarlicious. It's in the same finish, so that's good. All right, guys, so this is the final look. Off camera, I applied some lashes by Profusion. The style name is Oh Baby Natural Wispies. Just my impression of the new products that I used. So the e.l.f. Halo Glow, this is definitely a keeper. For me, like I said, it would be more or less for like summer warm months when your makeup is gonna get dewy anyway, the humidity, the heat, the sun, you just being out in the elements. So why not control that narrative of how dewy your skin is going to look? Now, in terms of the new Charlotte Tilbury products, the Lip Cheat and then the Kissing Satin Shine Lipstick, I like these. I did try this Lip Cheat liner in store, like on my hand. And guys, when I tell you it took everything for me to get this off, I used alcohol, I used a makeup removing oil, I used a makeup remover, I used a makeup wipe, and it still was on my hand. And I used all these products in the store. So this lip liner, I would definitely say has amazing staying power. If you guys watch my videos, you know I'm more of a matte lip girl, more of a matte face in general. But then again, this was a very welcome change for me. I do like the moisture of the lip. Doesn't feel dry. It's not, you know, very, very shiny. It has a subtleness to it. I like that. I'm sure it does transfer. Yep. This one does transfer, so, you know, if you're going to purchase it and wear it, you may want to bring this one along in your pocketbook for reapplication. The lip liner, you can put this on and leave this at home. This is not budging, or at least it did not for me when I used the tester in Sephora earlier. So these two, like the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter, I would say are keepers. These are part of the new like Hollywood lip line that Charlotte Tilbury has out. Those are keepers. And let's get to the controversial product. The Juvia's Place Liquid Blush. It's a liquid blush, okay? With anything, you build up. Unless it says one layer and you cannot build. You build up, okay? I like the blush. I wish there were more shades in stock. Less is more. You guys saw I had to apply 2 generous sized dots, plus I applied the powder blush on top of that. And this is where I ended up at. So that blush is definitely a keeper. I'm going to be stalking Ulta because when they get the shades in that I'm looking for, I'm going to add those as well. Just saying. So guys, let me know. What are we thinking? Have you all tried the Halo Glow liquid filter? Have you guys tried any of the Juvia's Place liquid blushes or even the powder blush? What is your favorite shade? Let me know in the comments. Let's chat about it. And as always, in the description box below, there will be a link to all products used to achieve this look. You all be well, stay safe, exercise self-care. It is not a privilege, but a necessity. Make sure to check in on your strong friends after you check in with yourself. And until next time, we shall chat again soon.